this. You're grinning. In my day, the more feathers in our hat, the more exotic the plume, the more macho the look. These are ostrich feathers, which is about as macho as you can get in my day. We wear hair long like I wear my hair. Longer man's hair, the more macho and masculine the look. And we wear hair down. We don't tie it up in the back. I tie mine in the back normally, but the hair down. More lace and ruffles, the more macho the look. What do I tie my shoes with? A silk ribbon tied in a macho looking bow. You ever see Three Musketeer movies? Men are clean shaven, no beards in my day. If we have any facial hair, it's a Van Dyke. Essentially, you guys with beards, if we just kind of do this. Yeah, perfect. That's perfect for my time. Okay, just right around here. Now this musket, I'm a musketeer. This is a primary weapon. This is a reproduction. Everything on me is real. All functions and nothing. I shoot this thing. It's a reproduction of a British matchlock from the mid-1600s. I use a burning rope to shoot it. You saw the cannon firing already, right? It's the same, we call this match cord, or in Spanish, la mecha. It's the same match cord we use to shoot the cannon. It's soaked in saltpeter or potassium nitrate. I set it on fire. It looks like a cigarette that's lit. This musket has got a little hole in the breech of the barrel and a pan. You guys see that? Okay. After I fire the weapon, I'll be holding my match cord like this. And after I fire the weapon, that's open. I have to blow out any residue from the last shot of gunpowder. Holding the match cord right here, I get this gunpowder flask, and I pour some loose gunpowder in here. How far away is the burning rope from the loose gunpowder?
Not far.
Not very far. When I go to the range, this is how I shoot. So I shut this plate that keeps the gunpowder in place, but when I shut it, gunpowder gets on top. So I have to bring it up and blow it off. Then I bring the musket around like this, and I grab one of these guys. This is a pre-measured shot of gunpowder. 1 per shot. I've got 12 on my body, 7 in front and 5 in back. We call them the apostles because there's 12. We're good Catholics in Spain. Now, is it safe to say my body's covered in gunpowder?
Yes.
I'm holding a burning rope right here. I'm going to open this up and I'm going to put some gunpowder down the barrel. What could go wrong? Now, ladies, has it ever occurred to you that sometimes us guys do things that are just hard to explain? I took my wife one time with the range with me. She's watching. She saw me do this, and she goes, "Is your insurance paid up?" And I'm sitting way over there. Yeah. I told her that. I said, "Why, if you're so smart, why'd you marry me?" And then she said, "Every woman is owed one mistake in their life." Okay, so I got the gunpowder down the barrel. So what do I do now? I got to get a musket ball. So I got a little pouch back here. And I look back here, I get the pouch, and I get the musket ball. And this is a 73 caliber musket ball, soft lead. The bore is 75 caliber, like a 12 gauge shotgun, no rifling. This is made out of lead. I handle lead a lot. I make these things myself. And you can see it stunted my growth. It's the hat that makes me look tall. Okay. So, but you notice I had to take my eyes off the bad guys to find this musket ball, this pouch. I'm retired from the Army. I retired about 10 years ago. I can have hair again and all this other stuff. And one thing I learned in the Army, if there's people that out there that don't like me, I got to keep my eyes on. I just took my eyes off and find this pouch, right? Not good. So what the soldiers in my day did, they'd have 5 or 6 lead musket balls in their mouth at any one time during the battle. Didn't know about lead poisoning, didn't care. So, this is round and the barrel is smooth like a shotgun, no rifling. If I just drop this round musket ball down the barrel and I depress it, it's going to roll right out. That's not good. I need something to keep it in place. So what I would do, when I go to the range to shoot this thing, I don't go with the outfit, but I do go with the hat. And that's because up in my hat room, I don't have any today, but I'd have scraps of paper and cloth. We call them patches or wads. So what I would do is looking straight ahead at those bad guys out there, I grab a patch or a wad, spit the musket ball into it, one motion of the hand, wrap it around it, and then drop it down the barrel. That will keep the musket ball tight to the barrel. But when I drop it down, it only gets about so far. And this is black powder, not like modern weapons, but black powder builds up in the barrel. So I need it down here. It's only here. How do I get it down there? I got a ramrod. You ever watch the movies and you say, why do they do that? This is why we do it. And that makes sure that the musket ball is nice and tight down here in the breech where I need it. return the ramrod to his place. A lot of steps to this, isn't it? So now I bring the musket up, take my match cord, and I look into the wind. The one time I will take my eyes off the bad guys. Why do I do that? So I don't look into the wind. I will have this in front of my face. And when I first started shooting this, I actually did burn a little hair up. So I learned my lesson. Get it going real hot. Set the match cord, what we call the serpentine right here. Remember when I blew the gunpowder off that plate? That's important because now I got to touch it, make sure it hits the center. If I had gunpowder on that plate, I'd have a real bad day right now. So when I want to shoot the weapon, I open up this plate, expose the gunpowder in the priming pan. I depress this lever, and the burning rope goes into the gunpowder. There's a flash. This plate protects me, the flash goes up, but the guy to my right, what about him? If he's a friend of mine, I tilt it 30 degrees, so it goes over his head. And if I don't like the guy, so what? Burn his hair up. I've read diaries of women in the 17th century. They like guys with long hair. I just can take his girlfriend from him because his girlfriend wants nothing to do with him anymore. So, guy to my left, I just make sure that's someone who I owe a lot of money to. This is 1 round a minute for a trained veteran soldier. Very slow rate of fire. The flintlock, if you've seen Mel Gibson in The Patriot or any of that stuff, the Outlander and everything, they're shooting flintlocks. No more burning ropes and all that stuff. 3 rounds a minute. 3 rounds a minute for a soldier. It's very inaccurate. It can get a musket ball to about 200 yards. But if you're trying to hit something to 200 yards, you'd be better off getting a Powerball ticket. At 50 yards, you are my target, sir. 50 yards from me, half a football field. And I'm actually pointing at you. I've only got a 50% chance to hit you. So we just bring the weapons up, horizontal to the ground, and shoot. That's it.